Okay, so we are gonna do top swoops there. Ooh. Ooh, I've got a new tooth that doesn't like cold anymore. Hi, Cynthia. I'm gonna munch on some chips while we're painting tonight. How you doing, lovely? We're gonna do some work on the bus. And then if it needs to sit and dry for a little bit, then we'll work on the hurricane vase. And then if it needs to sit and dry a little bit and we can't go back to the bus, then we'll move on to the teapot. So we've got a hurricane vase over here behind my drink that is covered in rose gold dot mandalas. I started painting it 2 years ago. That's the most recent one. This one I have some repairs I have to do because I stuck my hand in a few of those swoops. So we might do those today. These are some of the other designs that are on here. So this one, this one, this one, and this little dude. They were all done 2 years ago, and then these are the ones that I've added now. We're going to keep going all the way around until we fill that in. And there we go. And then we have a teapot that we're working on that's way over in the corner that I'll grab after. But in the meantime, hi Patty, hi Doris. How's it going, you guys? So good to see ya. Thanks for coming to hang out. I got some food, I got some paints. I got you guys. We are good to go. So here is how the bus looks as of right now. We've got the front. We've got this side. And then we have the rear of the bus. And then we have the side. We're going to do top swoops on the wheels. Today they only have a single layer. We're going to add the second layer like these ones have. I'm going to do that today. And then we're going to start doing rows of dots around each of these little guys. Maybe even create a couple little tiny mini mandalas with them in the middle. And we'll see what kind of progress we can make on this today. I can't wait for my tour painting commences on Monday. Yippee! Hi, David. How you doing? Paints are on their way, my friend. Oh, thank you, Tina. And how you doing? Hi, Cindy. Hi, Elaine. How you doing? I'm going to be crunching in your ears quite a bit tonight because I'm hungry. So, we have top swoops to do here. So we're going to start, I'm going to lay the bus this way. We're going to start with this wheel. It's nice to have you here. Oh, good. It came through. Awesome. I never completely trust that my website does that sort of stuff. Okay, so on top of the purple, thank you so much. I'm so glad you like it. Oh, so we should probably show it off under the black light too then, eh? If we're gonna do a proper recap, then I think that that's necessary. All right, let me turn off these lights. I'll plug in the black light and you can get a look at this beauty with the black light. Okay. Ding, ding. Oh my God. How late are you? Not late at all, Rachel. We just got started. So I'm just going to pull this back here a bit. So that's how she looks so far. And I love the little colored paw prints that are showing up so nicely all over the place. Because the white isn't glow in the dark. Oh, that's a little bit. Oh my God, this is turning out awesome. I love to just look at it every once in a while under the black light. So we still have more to do, but we're getting there for sure. Oh, that's the fun part. That is the fun part. All right, so let's get to painting so we can make some progress on this. I'm thinking 2 to 3 more lives maximum, and this should be done. That's my guess anyway. We'll see if I am right. I am not usually. I usually wildly underestimate the amount of time required to complete stuff. So we'll see what happens. Thank you, Mel. Hey Sarah, how you doing? Thank you, Shannon. How you doing, lovely? It's good to see you, lovely. How you making out? Are you dry? Are you okay? Are you warm? Thank you, Cynthia. So this is going to be auctioned off. I did an auction in September, and I'm going to do another one in February. And the bus will be part of that. Nope, yes. Okay. Oh, honey. I hope you get to add more yeses to that soon. Is there anything that we can do for you? You could do some paw prints. Oh, I totally could. I just might do that. We might. Paw prints are pretty cute, I'm pretty happy with them. I'm very pleased. Very, very pleased. Oh, Audrey's doing well. She is curled up on the bed right now. I think getting ready to have a snooze while we're hanging out here. But she's doing pretty good. She's unfortunately hasn't been getting the amount of attention that she requires, deserves. Oh, thank you for the roses, Cindy. Thank you so much. That's so sweet of you. You guys are so generous. Thank you. Anybody doing anything exciting for New Year's Eve tomorrow? I will be here painting most of the day. I'm going to be on Instagram from 2 to 5 Eastern, and then I will be live here on TikTok from 8 until 10 Eastern tomorrow. So if you're around and you want to come hang out, I will be here. All right. And now we move over to this one. Woo! Apparently I wasn't holding the wheel very steady. So what I'm going to do to finish this off too, once it's completely done, I'm going to go back over it with a little tiny paintbrush and do any little touch-ups that need to happen for the background. And then I'm gonna do that one side at a time, and as it gets done, I'm going to varnish each side, because then that way, because I have to set it down so many times in so many different ways, I want to make sure that I don't scuff any paint. So if I have to lay it down on this side, I want to make sure that it's protected. So what I'm going to do is I'll finish one side, I'll varnish it, I'll do all of the touch-ups, and then I'll do the touch-ups and varnish all the other sides. So I'm going to finish the design on everything, but the touch-ups and the varnish will go one side at a time. And I am going to write this up as a downloadable pattern as well. So, that's going to take me a bit of time, but I'm going to do a downloadable pattern that'll just go through every element that I used here on the bus and how I created it, the tool sizes, the paint colors, all that sort of stuff. I got the bus at Michael's a couple years ago, And we're getting close to, again, when the summer seasonal stuff comes out. That's where this was. So they might find some cute stuff in there. Oh, thank you, Beck. How do the polars so much? It's so fantastic, eh? It's just one of those things that it does that. Oh, thank you, Shannon, for the paper crane. That is pretty. Watching someone special on lives. Yay! I look forward to hanging out with ya. Having Christmas and New Year's combined. Oh, that's right. That's wonderful. Because of the weather you had to deal with before, eh? It's so funny because every once in a while I'll try to paint on a different color background. And I always come back to the black background because it's just so satisfying to see the colors. Oh, thank you, Vivian. So we're making some progress for sure. So I'll put this into, like I said, one of the downloadable patterns. There is a new neon downloadable pattern for a candle holder that is available on my website right now as well. Let me grab it. I thought I left it in here. So there is a downloadable pattern for this candle holder on my website right now. And then I've got a whole bunch of other stuff that I want to do with this color combo. And my plan is to write up a pattern for pretty much everything that I do over the next little while. So we'll see how that goes. It sounds great in theory. We'll see if I'm actually able to implement it or not. But all those links are in my bio. Are you leaving? Love you, Shannon. Thank you for the love. 4,000 likes. Holy crap. We've only been on here for 12 minutes. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Vivian. Hope everyone is okay with all the bad weather. Yeah, it's been pretty cruddy. It's raining here. What are you guys getting in Winnipeg and or wherever you are? Thank you, Danielle. Going to see Avatar 30. Oh, that's so nice. 30-year first date anniversary. That's nice. Happy New Year to you too, Vivian. I will be here on live tomorrow from same time as tonight. So if you want to come hang out, I will be here working on the bus. I'm going to be doing 2 lives tomorrow. I'll do one on Instagram and one here. Whoop. Got a bubble. That had something stuck in it for sure. I'll fix that after. The UK may be getting similar in the next few days. Oh, yuck. I found an auto tapper cheating a little bit. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you, lovely. It's pouring. So weird. So weird for winter. How's it going, Molly? What's new and exciting? Did you have a good Christmas? So I'm just pulling the bottom part of this little swoop off because there's a paint booger stuck in there. So I'm going to try and fix it after it's dry. So going to see Avatar tomorrow. Other Cindy's doing Christmas and New Year's combined. Some of you will be hanging out here with me, watching and maybe even painting live. Maybe even painting with you guys, if you guys are going to be creative. But what else is going on? What'd you guys get up to today? Was it a work day? Anybody do any painting or creating today? Oh, thank you, Tina. Oh, Oh, Molly, that's wonderful. How have you been feeling? You doing good? Sister drove home to Scotland today, and it took her 9 hours with all the rain and flooding instead of 4. Holy crap. I'm sure that was a bit of a white-knuckle drive, too. Not exactly a relaxing cruise home, either. She exhausted when she got home? Oh, that's tough. Do you get to see your sister often, Sarah? Well, I guess a 4-hour drive, that's pretty darn good. My whole concept of all of that is still, I can't even imagine. Because we're so spread out here, right? It's so crazy to imagine so many places in such a small area. But I'm glad she made it home okay. But oh my gosh, she must have been so tired. Painting a glitter cup, set it to dry. Very nice. What color glitter? I'm so glad to hear that, Molly. That's wonderful. Hey, Sharon, how you doing? Today was cleaning, laundry, computer. You made 2 pies. Holy cow, that's fantastic. That's a super productive day, Cindy. Well done. On her own. Oh, wow. That must have been a super stressful drive. Well, I'm glad that she's home okay, but oh my goodness. That is not a good thing. I hope that there wasn't too many people getting hurt out on the roads. Will you share any with us, Molly? But you speak every day? Oh, that's nice. Struggling with quite a bit of stuff with little support, so being here is good. I'm so sorry that you don't have a lot of support, and I'm really glad that you're here. I'm sending you lots of love. Lots of love. I am super glad that it is a relaxing space to spend some time here. That makes me really proud. I was in Michael's today and saw a small bag of wood rounds like buttons. Oh, yeah. Were they like about an inch? I got some of those. I want to, like these. Here, I do have one. One like this. These little round ones. They're wood, though. I've just painted this one black. I went out and bought wood putty specifically for being able to paint these so I can fill in this little hole before I paint them. But yeah, they're the perfect size. Oh, you idiot. Shit. Oh my God. Good job, Jamie. Good job. This is where we talk about making mistakes is normal and will always happen. Did you watch me do it? Going, why is she putting that on there? I may not talk much as I don't want to bring you all down, but know that I appreciate you. Rachel, you do whatever feels comfortable and feels good for you, okay? The love is here no matter what. You do what you gotta do to take care of you. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? I know, right? That was a big oops, but it's still an oops. Finished cleaning my workspace. Yeah, you're right. All the things that you knew where they were, now you're going to wonder where you put them. And go, I know I put them away somewhere, but where? You were screaming at the phone, no, don't do it. You've been dotting all day. Wonderful. Ooh, UV resin's fun. Ooh, like little tiny ones. Oh, that's cool. Oh, those would be fun. Can you imagine if I had a bunch of those and instead of painting them, the paw prints even right on here, or did the center dots and they were all raised? That would be cool. Interesting, Doris. That could be very interesting indeed. Hey, Holly, how you doing? It's coming together. Aw, hi, Jenny. How you doing, lovely? This is so fun. Everybody's here. Almost everybody. But lots of faces. Lots of names I haven't seen in a long time. It's good to see you. Happy holidays to you, too. All right. I need to stuff my face with a couple of chips here while I gather up the courage to go back at this thing that I just messed up. All right. I keep going back and forth on whether I want to make a New Year's resolution this year or not. I do and I don't. I hate the idea of them, but at the same time, I am going to sit and do some goal setting, so I feel like I kind of already am doing some New Year's resolution stuff. But anybody else looking forward to the fresh start feeling of a new year? You did, Jenny. That's so cool. Which one did you get? What's the colors that you got on your puzzle? I can't remember. That's so fun. How did you like it? Have to go feed my beasts and growing children, but I'll catch you out. I'll be on until around 10 o'clock Eastern, love. And thank you so much. I'm really, really happy with how well it's turning out. All right, so let's try this again. Let's replace the pink. Let's get everything in order. Everything's going to be fine. Okay. And this time, I'm not going to put anything down on top of it. But I'm totally going to go to my Michaels and look around for little wooden buttons. Because that would be really cool. That gives me all kinds of ideas. I'm kind of hoping that this year they'll have more of the buses, of course. But I'm also kind of hoping that they have some little campers. I think that would be fun. We'll see. I just bought 1,000 ornaments, so I'm going to be painting a lot of ornaments, and I'm going to be painting them early. So I want to give you guys the heads up that while the holidays is over, ornament season will be starting again. I'm going to try not to do them on the lives, but I will also have to be a little strategic with what I spend money on going forward, knowing that I've got all those ornaments to paint. I've set myself a goal for 2023 that I'm going to paint and sell 1,000 ornaments. So we'll see what happens. But it's really hard to go into a Michael's and not pick up some fun stuff. So it'll happen. We all know that it's going to happen, right? Resolution. Finish my projects. That's a good resolution. That's a really good resolution. My nephew loved it. Well, let me know. I don't have them on the website right now. I have to add them back on. So I'll keep you posted when they're ready again. I'm already rewriting lists of all the projects I want to make. Yeah. Are you rewriting them and reprioritizing them too? Painting, crocheting, and knitting. Nice. I miss crocheting. I really should try and get that stuff together. I've got enough stuff to paint, though, that I feel like doing anything other than painting is not a good idea. But you never know. What are you up to for New Year's, Jenny? Okay, so now I need orange. Not enough time in the day. I know, right? If we could have like a 30-hour day. Not a damn thing. Good for you. Oh, I think a lot of people are this year. I've been hearing of a lot of people saying, you know what? I'm staying home. I'm staying home and I'm doing nothing. I have a couple friends that just can't understand that. And I'm like, I spent too many years being the one driving around from party to party to see everybody. And now I just want to stay home and do what I want to do. And that's paint. So I wouldn't be surprised if I end up being live a little bit longer tomorrow. Or what we might even do is take a break at 10 o'clock and then come back in like half hour, 45 minutes. So that might happen tomorrow. I think I've mentioned a couple times how I was thinking that there was going to be I wanted to pick a week where I flip my schedule and I kind of live a lot of the week nocturnally. I think it would be a really fun thing to do here on TikTok. And to do lives at completely different times. I feel like it would be interesting. But I also feel like it might get some projects finished because it would be so quiet. I feel like it would be really peaceful. Sorry, I'm scrolling back. I added paw prints to the white polka dots. Aren't they cute? So once we're done the top swoops on the wheels, then we're going to start going around to each of these and doing at least, maybe a couple of rows of dots. Some of them I might even make into like little mini mandalas too, but we'll start kind of filling all of that space in and fleshing it out. And then it'll be a matter of touch-ups and varnish. And then it'll be ready to be auctioned off in February. Oh, and I missed a green there. Okay, after I'm done this one, I'll go back to the green. It's my birthday, so I refuse to work and party on the 1st. Good for you, little fox. Good job. Happy birthday, by the way. I hope you have a wonderful day. Did I forget a light blue, too? We went from being forced to stay home by COVID to going crazy last year. And then realizing this year, right? Staying home's pretty fucking peaceful. I forgot another light blue on that wheel. Good thing you're looking after me. And I forgot a yellow too. I forgot the yellow and the light blue on that one. I only did one side apparently. Okay, so I've got the teal paint out, so I'll do that really quickly here. Have you been doing lots of making, Jenny? Keeping busy? I'm struggling with content creation burnout. Struggling with it as in the throes of it, haven't posted anything in over a month kind of stuff. How are you doing? Hey Tash, how you doing? Good to see ya. We're almost done. Okay, so now I'm going to grab the green on the yellow that I skipped. Oh, and on that one. Well, that makes sense why I missed both of those. I did the first 2 swoops and just didn't turn the wheel around to do the other 2. That kind of makes sense. And now I need the light blue. Hi, Will Scottish. How's it going? November and December we're busy with sales. Nice. Wonderful. I'm glad you had a nice busy holiday season. That's awesome. I found that when it got really busy, that's when I really slacked off with my posting. And when I did have the ability to sit down and do it, I had no idea what to say. I was saying the other day that I'm just going to start putting videos saying, I have no idea, I have nothing value to add to this video. Hope you like it. Just kind of go with it. I tried a live in December with a lot of media push and had 0 results. Just keep going live. Going live is the only thing that has kept my TikTok algorithm alive at all. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. When I started doing it, nobody was showing up ever for a long time when I first started going live. But what I did is, because TikTok automatically records it, and they save it on their servers until I'm ready to download it and edit it for content. It was just a nice way to sit down and get some painting done when there wasn't anybody there. Keep going, Jenny. Do it because it's fun, not because you're trying to get anything out of it, and then you'll end up getting lots out of it. It's the hard part. Hey, Chameleonaire, how you doing? I almost don't want this project to finish. No, I've been this invested in something for a while, and it's not even mine. It will be definitely a bittersweet end to this project for sure. Definitely will be bittersweet. All right, I'm going to lift you guys up here for a second because I'm going to get my thumbs and my hand in the shot here to hold this. So what we'll do is we'll work on the paw print circles on this side of the bus. And I'm actually going to grab the Lazy Susan so that I can spin the bus around and maybe reduce a little bit of scuffing that could happen. So I'm just going to move this out of the way for a second. Grab the Lazy Susan. It's really hard because when you put a lot of pressure on yourself it's just like when you post something, right? And we all do it. I still do it. I don't understand why it didn't do good. Or you go and look back and you're like, what do I have to do for them to put my video in front of people? And there's no good answer. And it's kind of like everything else, right? If you can do it because you enjoy it and it's fun, regardless of the result, it takes the pressure off yourself. You're more likely to do it again. And yeah, I don't know, just makes it feel a lot better. Okay, right, I gotta turn this light off. And I'm gonna bring you guys up here and let's see if how we can do this. There we go. Now we can see that it's orange, right? Okay, so we're gonna start with I think we're gonna go in reverse order. So I'm gonna do pink around it. No, I'm gonna do red and then purple. So I'm just gonna do little dots going all the way around. Oops. I've got my Amazon cart ready, Sue, with some ball bearings. See if that helps with the mixing of the paint. It sure makes a lot of sense. I'm so glad you mentioned it. Oh my God, I have a Lazy Susan ones. Oh, that could be a big positive change for you and make your life a little easier, eh, Jenny? If you guys are not already following Jenny, you've got to go and check out her beautiful frames. I'm spoiled. I am so lucky that I have one, and it is so pretty. It's in all my favorite colors. It's all different kinds of blues, and it's so, so pretty. And she sent me a matching pen too. But I promise you, plus she is another delightful human that is just wonderful to spend time with. So highly recommend going and giving Jenny Donahue a follow. Game changer. Ah. I'm glad that the stuff that I've done has been helpful. I'm winging it 100% of the 99.9% of the time for sure. So thanks for being willing to go on the ride while I do some experimenting. It might, yeah, with the orange and the yellow for sure. Yeah, I think you're right, Sue. It would, especially for the orange and the yellow. I should have just done them all in pink and blue or something. That's all right though. It's like a little hidden surprise. All right. Oh, I might have to close my window. I think I felt some rain coming through the window. That's not what you want. That means it's coming in sideways. Blech. All right, so that'll be that one. It's Sinflin. How you doing? It's so wonderful to see you. My sister also tried to pack one of my mugs you made to take back to Texas. Just tell her to keep her grubby paws off of your mug. That's wonderful to hear that she liked it, though. Thank you. That's so nice to hear. All right, so now we're going to do some teal dots on this one. Doing all right, could be better, but that's life right now. I'm sending you lots and lots of love, and I hope that whatever relief you are looking for comes your way quickly. Oh, it's really coming down out there now. Wow. Gonna start painting Christmas gifts right away. Get them done so you're not rushing at the end of the year. That's a good plan. Did you ever hear anything about your mold, Cindy? I have a sales goal in my head for January and February, and if I hit it, I'm going to let myself order that candle holder mold. And maybe one or two other things. But we'll see. So I don't have a lot of inventory on my website right now, and it's because a lot of it is at the store. They don't open until Monday. No, Tuesday. So I'm going to take a drive out there next week and see what's even there, because I think there might be some things that I can put up on the website that really don't need to be there anymore. Like, I still have Christmas mugs there. I'm going to get those down. I am going to be offering some mug designs as made to order. I had a couple up before, but I took them down around Christmas because I knew I wouldn't have time to get them started. And I'm also going to add some made to order ornament designs as well. So if you are looking for some of the ornaments that I did last year, if you were looking for more of them, or if you missed out on a couple of them, if they were already gone, then that'll be up on the website, hopefully in the next couple of days. I'm hoping to do that maybe sometime Monday, but maybe I'll be able to do it today. We'll see. I got a hold of Kate, says it's the Royal Mail. Oh, because of the strike, eh? Yeah, that's a long time to wait. That's a long time to wait. It's the self-control that's difficult to have. That patience is not easy when you're so excited for something, especially when it's coming from so far away. Not easy. Does anybody else have a cart that's full on the Devin Dotting website for molds? So for anybody who's new here, if you see me painting on candle holders or incense holders, I have molds where I will actually make them myself with some gypsum plaster. And it's quite a common thing to see in the Dot Mandala community, people making their own stones so that they're really nice and round and flat, getting some different shapes, heart stones, different things like that. So a lot of people will buy their own molds, get some plaster, and then create their own things to paint on. And Devin Dotting is, I would say, one of, if not the premier mold maker in the dotting community. It's so frustrating to see people that are so integral in the functioning of stuff like this and functioning of cities and towns that aren't getting valued by a proper pay at all. It's just, I don't understand. It makes me so sad. I have to order the snail mold and the mushrooms. Oh, the mushrooms are so cute. Yeah, those mushrooms are awesome. All right. So around the yellow, we're going to do orange. And this one we're going to do a few extra rows because we've got some more space to fill in here. So we'll do quite a few rows on this one. All right, so sorry, totally zoning out here. I'll be right back to the comments in a minute. Another thing for those of you, if you are new here, while I'm painting, I can't see the screen of my phone. So I tend to zone out and jump out of conversations pretty quickly. Because what I'll do is I'll paint for a little bit and then I'll pause and I'll come back to the comments and catch up on anything I've missed. So if you do leave a comment or question, please know that I am not ignoring you if I don't answer it right away. And I will take a pause and come back and catch up on what I've missed. I miss one every once in a while, but for the most part, I try to catch up. What classes are you taking? Hey Noreen, how you doing? Yeah, it's horrible. I agree, Rachel. My sister makes molds for me. I mail her the supplies. That's fantastic. You could tell her she could start a nice business for that. There's not many people that do that. I've done it in the past. But shipping to the US for that stuff that's really, really heavy is a lot of money. Your sister could probably do quite the business with it. Just saying. Should she ever want to, of course. Not that I'm assuming she would even want to, but if she did, she could probably stay pretty busy. I have a couple flower pot and vase molds that I bought with the intention of painting dot mandalas on them, but then really never going back to them after trying them once or twice. So what I'm actually thinking of doing is I'm actually thinking of starting another little business almost, where I just make a whole bunch of them and just keep them simple and sell them as little handmade stuff. Same with the candle holders. Thinking with some concrete or all kinds of fun stuff that you could do with it. So it's not, there's a ton of opportunity out there for that stuff. You're working on her confidence? Well, if she's got a cheerleader like you, my dear, she is going to start to believe in herself very soon. Fair Maiden Market, Leanne offers. Oh, cool. I'm screenshotting that because I'm nosy as fuck and I want to go see. You totally could. Totally could, Sinflin. Still trying to finish her stencil class? Oh, that's amazing. That's awesome, Cindy. That's wonderful. And can you kind of progress through her stuff at your own pace? I still need to do Yossi's course. I've got it. It was gifted to me by a lovely friend. Thank you again. And I want to take it. It'll go on the list for this year too. Add it to the list. Okay. So then we're going to do another couple rows. I'm going to do a purple. And then we might even do a blue. We'll see. We'll see how much space this fills in. Okay, I think we're going to leave it as that one for now. Excuse me. All right, so let's zoom out. Oh, that's lovely. That's nice too, when you don't have to break the bank, right? All right, so here is where we are so far. Those I think ended up being really, really cute. I like those a lot. All right, so we'll go over here then, and we will do the blue. So this time, I'm gonna do purple, and then maybe pink. My Paint That Thing didn't happen this month, but right? So many gorgeous entries. Oh, you haven't seen it in a bit, Noreen. Hold on then. Let's give you a full tour. Well, she's on the Lazy Susan. Let's give her a spin. I'm going to just move you guys back here a bit. So, there is the front. There is the driver's side. And there is the back. And there. I love that one that wraps around the corner. I'm really happy with that one. And then that is the passenger side. So we're just going to continue creating circles of dots like these around each of the paw prints, and then once they're all done, then we'll have a better idea of what else needs to maybe be filled in. Oh, thank you, Mayra. Thanks, Noreen. So glad you like it. The back looks really cool, eh? I'm in love with this design. In love with it. Yeah, I'm really happy with it. I had a lot of compliments on my night lights this last few craft fairs. Oh, that's wonderful, Holly. That's amazing. It's so... It always feels so wonderful, doesn't it? It's one thing when you can make something and you know it's beautiful to you, but when you see that it's beautiful and other people think it's beautiful too, it does feel really nice. Oh, thank you, North Bear. Thanks, Vivian. Hey, Donna, how you doing? Am I planning to frame out the windows? Not at this time. That doesn't mean that won't happen, but not right now. You can learn how to do it, Mayra. You totally can. I have tutorials on my YouTube channel. I have a tutorials playlist. It's just a skill. The first thing is not to figure out, do you think you can do it, but do you want to do it? Try it and see if you think that it's fun, right? And remember that the only reason to do it in the first place is because you enjoy it. Because I promise you that if you enjoy it, then you will be excited to sit down and paint, and you'll put a lot of practice in really quickly, and skill develops very, very quickly that way. Very, very quickly. Thank you, Simslim. No, I won't hear it, but I'll close my eyes and I'll imagine it. Hey, Ms. Ritzy, how you doing? Can't wait to get your bust in February, Donna. I love it. Thank you. It is. It's looking pretty good, eh? So we did the top swoops on this wheel and started adding these rows of dots. You've been trying it and practicing, PK? That's awesome. Are you enjoying it? Are you having fun? That is always the key. For those of you who've been here a long time, you will be able to recite this probably verbatim. Follow the fun. The fun means if you're enjoying it, you'll sit down and do it more. The more you do it, that's practice. The more practice you get, the faster your skill will develop, and you will shock yourself at how quickly your skill develops. You guys gonna fight over the bus? I'm happy to put it up for auction and get out of the way. I don't want to be in the middle of the fight. A bus battle. That's what I tell my students. If you're not passionate about this art, you can find out. Exactly, right? And there's nothing wrong with jumping to different things all the time and trying different things. Try all kinds of different things. So when it comes to picking colors, one of the ways that I still do it is I look at rainbow color combinations. So if I'm looking at, like, let's say I just take a standard rainbow of, red, orange, yellow, green, blue. I would do purple and then maybe like a magenta or a pink or something just to add it in there. Any combos of that rainbow in order are going to go together. So let me show you. Let me finish this row here and I'll show you exactly what I mean, PK, because this might help. Let's see here. Bear with me 2 seconds. Okay, so let me move this. Stand the bus up and put you there. Okay, so let's say I have my neon rainbow colors. Okay, so I've got red. Actually, here, let's not go with neon just to make it easier. We've got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Okay, let's say we just have these 6 colors. If I take away these 2, those 4 colors go good together. If I take away these 3, those 3 colors, orange, yellow, and green, go good together. I could add in other colors in between. So I could do a 50-50 mix of orange and red and add a color in there. I could do another mix, do a dark orange and a light orange and mix that in the middle. I could do the same with more of a yellowy green. I often put a teal right in the middle here to give myself a 7-color rainbow. Then I'll sometimes put in like a light blue and then a dark blue, and then that expands my rainbow. And then I can add in a pink, and then that expands the rainbow. I could mix some of the pink and the purple together and get something in the middle. So you could, when you see it this way, any of these combinations will work, right? Including, let's say I want to take these 4. These are still in order of the rainbow, right? So I've got purple, pink, red, and orange. So I could do that as a color combo. Or if I don't want to put the pink and the red together, I could mix it out with that. So I like to try and kind of play with the rainbow and then see how I can expand the rainbow by mixing colors in between each one. Or kind of how to mix them around a little bit. And then stick with colors that you just really like. So I really like these colors together. So maybe I do a few pieces with those. Maybe I throw in some gold or some white or some silver just to be really, really different. Maybe then I get really brave and I want pink to be a little accent color that gets thrown in there every once in a while. I do this a lot, and I put my colors in order while I'm painting so that, if I want to, what's my middle color? 4 on each side. That's my middle color. Right? So I can it helps me plan out what colors I need, especially if I need to kind of look into the future a little bit with where I want to go with it. Does that helps, PK? Good, I'm glad. And just follow your gut. If you think it looks nice together, keep going. Yes, using pride flags, absolutely. Yes. Find something that you enjoy the colors of and try to match that up. Pinterest is a great spot for color combos. Great spot for color combos. You can go onto Pinterest and say, give me teal, purple, and fuchsia color combos, and they'll give you pages and pages of different shades and stuff like that. Fantastic. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I just got a new phone and I'll be using AirPods for the first time in my life. Wait till I have those on and I'm crunching in some chips. I won't do that. Ooh. All right. So we'll do pink on this one for our second row. You're welcome, BK. Glad it's helpful. One thing that I used to do a lot more, and I feel like I want to get back to it a little bit, is having a test canvas nearby where I can test out ideas for design without actually putting on something that I don't want to go through removing paint and trying it all over. So having a test canvas can be helpful for not only that, for trying out new design elements and putting stuff together to see how it looks, but it's also really, really helpful for color combos, especially when you want to see what the paints look like after they dry, right? Because they always look different after they dry. So I used to just grab a canvas from Dollarama. I'd bring it, and so the dollar store here in Canada, and I'd bring it home and just put a couple coats. I'd buy the dollar store black acrylic paint, put a couple coats of black paint on it, and I would have a test canvas there for a little while. Oh, really? I'm so terrified I'm going to lose them. I'm absolutely petrified I'm going to lose them. How do you deal with that? Because I'm so paranoid. Aw, thank you, Darcy Marie. I'm glad you like it. I'm really happy with how well it's coming along, so I'm glad you guys are liking it too. All right, so let's do... I'm going to do orange. And we'll do this one now. One flipped out of my hand last week. I'm terrified. If you misplace it, okay, that's good to know. I mean, I'm afraid that I'm going to lose them once I put them in my ear. So they're just going to fall out. Found it in my face cream. Oh, no. Oh, no. Well, I'm glad you found it. That's a good thing. Only wear them in the house. That's a good call. Or only put them in at the store and not in the parking lot. Another really good call. Excellent advice. Thank you. I think I'm going to honestly be one of those people that breaks down and gets the strap for them. And I laughed the first time I saw a meme of, it's like, well, we finally come full circle, folks. People are selling a strap for the AirPods, and, you know, the idea was we had that already with headphones, but we were always still attached to the phone, right? It's like, it's just getting wireless ones. And I feel like we already had those. So we're coming full circle. But I'm hoping it'll be kind of nice to have them in. Maybe I'll only use them for my lives or something, and it'll just be nice to be able to communicate a little bit better and maybe have a little bit better sound. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah, I can see them being something that I only use in the house or have some strict rules for myself. I feel like I'm going to put the same kind of rules on it for myself that I do for my Apple Pencil. Like, I'm going to get like super, super particular about the routine when I use it. Like, when I'm done with my Apple Pencil, it goes back in the box. The adapter is there. I have to hear the clicking around to know that everything's in the box and I don't go panicking or anything. Using them with phone calls are great. That would be really nice to not have to carry your phone around with you. If you're in the house and can you walk away from your phone while you're talking on them? Like, do you have to carry your phone with you? Because that would be pretty cool. Oops. All right, so now we're going to do green. We're going to keep going with this one. We got lots of space, so I feel like this one needs big, and I'll keep going so that it'll even go up onto the roof a bit. For conference calls or if I'll be on the phone for a long time. Yeah, create your own set of rules of when they're to be used. You can add things to your calendar. That's cool. That would make using Siri pretty easy, right? Hey Siri, make a note. Hey, do this. Oh, I didn't mean to say that out loud. I was waiting for it to pick it up on the phone and do that. Yeah, it's total panic mode. Total panic mode when I've lost the pencil. But 50 feet, that's pretty good. I have an iPad case that's a locking place for my pencil. Oh, that's nice. I need to do that. I wish that there was a little case for the little power adapter. I feel like I need to get myself my own little pencil case that's just for the Apple Pencil to hold that stuff in it. And I think that that's probably why I haven't yet, because at least now the box makes a noise for me. So if the adapter for the power part is anywhere other than that, if it's fallen out, at least I can hear it. But it still feels weird carrying this little box. But I might have to look for a case that has a pencil lock on it. That might be a fun idea. I've taken some of my designs, just like when I did the puzzles and everything. I took some and I am going to be able to put some on iPad covers and phone covers and all that sort of stuff. I really should try one and see if any of the ones from the company that I work with have have ones with a pencil lock on it. Order something with my own art on it. Probably would be nice. I think my son got them literally attached to his ears. Just fused right with his skull. A tap button on the earphones. Oh, that's cool. A little pocket that goes around the iPad. I'll have to have a look. That's cool. I'm going to keep going with these colors because I think this looks really nice so far. And I like the size that this is getting up to. It's going to start to create a couple rows of like little rainbow over here, and we're going to start getting up over the edge onto the roof. which I think is going to look kind of cool. So at least one more row, maybe two. I might take it just to the blues. There we go. I could. I'd have to manufacture the motivation to sit down and sew something. No. That's terrible. Not awful. All right, so we're going to go one more row. I lied. We might go two more rows. All right, I'm going to have to do some spinning here. Feel that about most of my crafts lately. Feels like a chore. I've never really learned to sew much. I can hand stitch a couple things if I need to do a repair. But like I don't have a sewing machine or anything else like that. I've thought about getting one though because I've got ideas. It's sure like making life easier making Audrey's hoodies. But that makes me sad, Sinflin. I hope that you get that joy back. Maybe it's time to find something new to try for a little bit. Mix it up a little. Is there anything that's kind of been interesting you or kind of been intriguing to you? Your main form? Oh, wow. That's cool. Oh, I have ideas of making mug rugs. I've always wanted to make mug rugs. I've got ideas of putting my art on fabric and then sewing myself some curtains and, or a duvet cover or making Audrey some cat beds, for making her a hoodie. Felting sounds fun. Give that a shot then. It looks cool. Mug rugs would be really cool. For anybody who doesn't know what a mug rug is, it's bigger than a placemat, or smaller than a placemat, but bigger than a napkin. Oh, that's way too much paint. Oh no, oh no, oh no. There we go. So I always liked them. I thought they were cute. The idea is to have a room on a mug rug so you don't need an entire placemat out, and is bigger than a coaster so you can fit like a cup of tea and a plate with a cookie or something on it. If you're having tea and sweets or coffee and breakfast or something. Oops. So I always thought that those were cute. I've thought about making some of my own clothes, making myself some overalls and rompers and jumpsuit stuff. I thought that would be fun. I think that one's done, eh? I think if I go one more row, it's going to be a little overkill. Yeah, spoonflower's nice too, eh? I've got some cool stuff. Oh, thank you, Linda. That's so kind of you. You do felting, North Bear? It's fun? It sure looks like fun. Do you have any recommended resources of where to go to learn? You're going to crochet your first sweater. Oh my God, that's amazing. I can only crochet things that end up as a square or a rectangle. I'm excited to see what you do. Oh, I'm excited for you. Yeah, that would be fun. Oh, now I'm thinking about all the yarn I have in my storage. I'd like to get back to doing some crocheting too. Oh, thank you, Linda. That's so kind. Felting on YouTube, Holly? Holly, you do felting too? That's amazing. So on YouTube, there you go, Sin. Getting on that YouTube train. That's fantastic. Stab my stress out. There you go. Well, give that a shot. Well, then why not, right? Try it and see. If you don't like it, you don't have to keep doing it, right? But let yourself have some fun and experiment a little bit. All right. So now you're going to start with yellow. I'm self-taught in everything. That's amazing. And there's so many opportunities to get out there and just learn everything, right? It's so we can be self-taught and we can take the little bits and pieces from all the different people that we want to learn from and kind of put it all together into our own thing. It's amazing. Aunt Lainey, the neons that I am using. Okay, so there's some controversy. Craft Smart neons, I find, are the nicest. They have the nicest matte finish, and they're the brightest. Deco Art Americana are really nice paints for the neons, but they dry significantly darker than the Craft Smart. So Craft Smart from Michaels, Deco Art Americana also at Michaels. However, on top of, so if you really like the really bright matte finish, Craft Smart is the way to go. However, those paints can be a little bit thin. And so as a result, when your paint is drying, you could get cracks in it. So if you have paint that's a little thin, then you would want to add a gel medium. And you'd want to add, if you want to keep the matte finish, make sure you add a matte gel. If you want satin or gloss, accordingly there too. Now, Deco Art Americana also has a set of pastel neons. I'm interested to try them and maybe even mixing them with the regular neons to see. But I'll show you what I mean. This will be the easiest way to visualize it. So, see how dark that green is there? Now, I'm going to flip over this way. And see how much lighter the green is there? Like, look especially on the teal and green. So this one here, teal and green, top swoop. And now look at this one, teal and green top swoop. See how much darker that green is? So a lot of them are like that when it comes to the Deco Art Americana. So I really like the Deco Art Americana paints. They also have a little bit of a satin finish to them, more so than the Craft Smart for sure. Because like I said, the Craft Smart is really, really matte. However, so the Craft Smart are kind of my favorites, and I'm thinking that they're going to be my favorites going forward, to mix some heavy gel medium with them and be able to thicken them up a little bit. I'm going to give it a shot anyway. Sometimes the mediums can add to the translucency or the transparency of the paints, making them a little watered down. So I'm going to give it a try, and I'll let you know how that works out with the Craft Smart neons, and see if the gel medium thickens it up enough that we can avoid cracking, keep the brightness, and not lose any of the opaqueness. All right, I'm scrolling back. Do you have any new stuff that you want to try, Cindy? I want to make soap. Also resin with flowers. Oh, the resin with flowers are beautiful, aren't they? Oh, thank you for the 2023, Linda. That's so kind of you. I think Soap looks fun too, doesn't it? There's so many things. You do quilling too, Holly? Oh my God, I want to try quilling so bad. Linda, I do sell my things. This is my full-time job. You do quilting? Oh, no way. It's so beautiful. I don't do formal classes, Linda, but I do have a YouTube channel. I've got 35 tutorials that are on my YouTube channel. I'm much better in a format like this where just we get together and we talk and answer questions. I'm not so good in the sit down and go through like a curriculum kind of thing. I don't have the attention span for that. So I love to share what I know. And I am planning on actually kind of compiling a bunch of stuff that can be just some nice quick videos and everything. That's going to take me a while though. So I do plan on doing it, but not as a formal class. I might start doing some in-person workshops at some point too. Yeah, try the heavy gel matte medium or gloss or semi-gloss, whatever you like. I buy the Golden brand just because it's what I can get at Michael's, and I use my 30% off coupon. And I mean, this jar, I've had it for 2 years already. I've hardly ever used it, and I think it's going to last me another 2 or 3 years. So I had a little bit of sticker shock when I saw the price the first time, but if it makes it so that I can keep using these other paints, it's well worth it, right? So that's the stuff that I have. I have a heavy gloss as well, but the matte is the one that I use all the time. I know. I just went out and bought all of the Deco Art Americana fluorescent paints in every single color because I never anticipate. I'm like, I gotta get away from the Craft Smart. They're too thin. They're gonna crack. And for whatever in my head, I'm like, nope, don't buy more of those. Don't use the gel. Just go buy the good quote unquote paints. And the paints are really nice. They dry really nice. They dry nice and smooth. They don't have a lot of bubbles that you have to deal with making the surface all uneven. They're still really nice paints, but just the way they dry is not what I was hoping for. I haven't done sneakers yet, no, Linda, but I want to try. I really, really want to try. Oh yeah, the sweater. That's going to be so fun. Quilling is a bit like dotting as far as a calming craft, is it? I'm dying to try it. That's definitely on the list. Maybe we'll have a chance to try some of these things. Maybe I'll be able to try some and we'll do some playing around on lives one day and then we can see get everyone kind of sharing what they know. It'd be fun. Okay. Now, yeah, they've got quilling kits at Michael's now too. I was terrified to buy one though. I was pretty sure I was gonna immediately fall in love with it and have a new addiction. Okay, so we are gonna start with yellow. If you're new to my lives, just know that while I'm painting, I can't see the screen. So what I'll do is I'll pause every once in a while and come back. I'm gonna fix that other dot because that's not a circle. There we go. Thank you for the rose, Ms. Ritzy. Thanks, guys. You guys are so generous. I really appreciate that. It means the world. I have too many addictions regarding crafts. Do you have ones that you have at home that you bought but you haven't tried yet? I've got a few of those. Downsizing is another resolution. Oh, yes. And it's so tough. But think of all the room that you'll make for all of the new craft supplies. Many. Well, I'm glad I'm not alone. All right, let's see. I've got a couple project ideas sitting around too. One of these days, I have to break it out. I feel like it's a finish the half-finished projects and the stuff that's hanging over my head first, and pay the bills, and then jump into the experiments a little bit more. I think a lot of my experimenting will just be painting on different stuff. That'll be my contribution to the downsizing of the art supplies. Just paint more. You want to make everything, right? It's so difficult. Like, oh, I want to try that. Oh, and I'll try that, and I'll try that. How did you start with this craft? I started in 2019. I started drawing mandalas, and very quickly after spending some time on Pinterest and social media looking at mandala artists, I started to see the dot mandala, and I just immediately went, well, I want to do that. And then that's the kind of feeling that I feel like I'm chasing an awful lot. I was like, yeah, I want to do that. That's fun. So I started drawing mandalas, started painting on rocks, and just gradually got to the point where everywhere I went, I'm like spending money on more and more things to paint on, because everything I see now is, I could paint on that. Oh, I could paint on that. Ooh, what if I painted on that? Like everywhere you turn. And that's how I knew that it was something that was potentially worth looking at for doing full time. I was so happy doing it. I was trying to heal from some grief when I stumbled across it, and this art form made me want to get out of bed in the morning again. It made me excited to wake up the next day and do what I needed to do so I could clear everything off of my calendar and start painting. That's the most important thing with this, or learning any other art form, right? Is focus on the fun. Focusing on the fun is what makes it sustainable, right? It's why I have completely shit the bed with posting regular content on a regular basis, because I wasn't making it fun. And so now it's kind of like, well, if I make it fun, that means it's just going to be weird. And then the more I think of it, I'm like, well, perfect, because I'm weird. I got addicted to bleaching flannels. Ooh, Holly. That sounds interesting. How am I not following you, Holly? That makes no sense. All right, we fixed that. Oh, thank you, Linda. I will get it out to you very quickly. Yes, I am me. So when I'm painting on wood, canvas, or stone, I will use regular acrylic paints. And when I paint on ceramic or glass, I will use multi-surface acrylic paints. And I also have glass and enamel paints as well, but I stick pretty much to the multi-surface. Spend a fortune on paint and yarn, right? Doesn't take long. Oh, that'd be, mandala candles would be gorgeous. Holy cow, you guys, almost 11,000 likes. Thank you so much. Thank you for all of that love. You guys are incredible. Hi, Marilyn, how you doing? I'm pretty lame with posting videos, but I need to do more. So hard to get that motivation to do it. I've toyed with the idea of doing like a daily vlog kind of idea, just to get myself into the habit of posting again. But what I found was so debilitating in the past was waking up every day going, oh God, I have to do it again today, and never feeling like you're getting ahead of yourself. So it's actually one of my goals for 2023 is to literally post something every single day on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. And in order to help myself do that, I'm going to start using a software that's going to help me post to multiple platforms and schedule posts in advance and everything. I'm really cheap when it comes to spending money, really cheap. But this particular piece of software, I think, it's going to make life easier, and it's going to help me be more productive, and should help me grow my business a little bit more. Well, exactly, right? It can't be stressful. It's got to be fun. Has to be fun. And I started to realize that that's one of the things that I was doing in a lot of my content, was I was only posting when I felt like I had something worthwhile to say, that I wasn't just going to ramble on during one of the videos. And then my mom said, she goes, you have people that come and sit and listen to you ramble on for 2 hours and you don't have anything to say on a video? I'm like, no, I didn't. She's like, why don't you just talk like you do on one of your lives? And it was kind of one of those moments. I'm like, why don't I do that? Why don't I just say, hey, I painted it. I think it's pretty. Do you like it? And that's it. It can be awkward and really strange. And I've been trying for the perfection thing. So please learn from my mistakes. That it's consistency in posting is the only thing on my list. And then once I'm doing that, then all of the other things can be happening, right? But none of it matters if I'm not posting regularly. The butterfly, okay, cool. You're going to, for sewing a belt. Ooh. That'll be fun. I had a handcrafted makeup business, but it became only admin junk and employees did the fun stuff. And that's when it's not fun anymore, right? And the whole reason, again, is it's the other thing I'm trying to do is just keep implementing things that are going to help me focus on why I'm doing this in the first place. One, because I enjoy it. It reduces stress, and what kind of life it is that I actually want to build for myself. And it's a whole different way of thinking, instead of what are the things that need to be fixed right now, right? Or what is the right thing to do? I need to make money, so what am I going to post so that I will sell stuff and make money, as opposed to just being authentic and trying to put it out there. So the more I got in my head, the less fun it became and the less successful it was, right? So I've completely shut it down, and I'm going to be one of those people that come January 1st. There's going to be a lot of people that are going to be starting to post every day and make that their New Year's resolution. And the only other thing that I am determined is to make sure that that's not something that changes. Like a tool belt. Ooh, that would be cool. That's fantastic. You can make it like a crossbody crisscross thing too. You can have all kinds of fun with that. That sounds like a complex pattern. Is it a complex design to come up with? Send Mimi, I'm so proud of you. Oh, that's so nice. Crossbody could be cool, eh? Like a holster. Do them both. Do them all. Do all of it. All right, let's try and get another row on this one. So this one we need to go light. So we're gonna go Are we though? No. We are gonna go teal, green, teal, blue, blue. That could totally be the perf one for getting back into sewing. Oh, a gardening belt. That's a good idea. Chris, how are you? Happy New Year to you too. How have you been? So good to see you. Yay. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. There's so many, been so nice to catch up with so many people that haven't seen in a while and the new faces. It's so nice. It's so nice. What a fun night. Okay, I've got to lay this down, I think. We're going to spin this way. Best day so far. I love that answer. So if you guys haven't met Chris before, Tootsie, every time you ask, how are ya? It's my best day so far is the answer. And I friggin' love that answer. Procreate's fun, eh? Can do so much. I feel like every time I feel like I've got a decent handle on what Procreate can do, then I find out that it can do even more. There always seems to be a ton of layers. Thanks, Heather. Isn't it the cutest ever, Chris? I'll do this. Once I do these couple rows here, I'll do a zoom out so you can see how it looks. I'm really pleased with it. Any concerts on the horizon, Chris? What you been up to? Actually, I'll just finish this row and then we'll do a little zoom out. A zoom out and spin on the Lazy Susan. There we go. All right, here we go. Yeah, I think I might have to change the color of that paw print. I think I'm going to have to make it a completely different one. I'll have to make it blue or something. Yeah, unfortunately, the yellow didn't show up well at all. Our friend Sue had a great suggestion of putting the paw prints just on the black background so that it would actually have that distinction. So that might be an option too. Oh my God, you're kidding me. That's amazing. Oh my God, that's going to be so much fun. That's incredible. Rick Springfield. Wow. That's amazing. Isn't it cute? So, let's start at the front. So that's the front of the bus. Front of the bus is completely extra, right? And then we have the one side of the bus. Oh my God, that would be so cool. Butterfly's probably really pretty though. And so each of these dots that has the paw prints in them, we're going to do the rows of dots like we did on the other side. So that's the back of the bus. And then there. So we're starting here. We're going on the paw print ones. We're doing all of the stuff around the paw prints. And then as those get finished, and once those are completely finished, then we'll go in and fill in these other random spots. That might be where I put some paw prints right on the bus. So I might make the ones on the white dots only particular colors, and then I'll use like yellow and do some all over the bus that way. Oh yeah, I will definitely go and have a closer look. I want to see it. I will give you visitation rights, especially when this mess is mine. Fantastic. I'll take it, Donna. And everybody can have visitation rights. It is, right? It's the Dot Mandala Shaggin' Wagon. And then, of course, we did the roof, too. So as I build these ones out and see how much space they're going to take up, then we'll go in and fill in some other stuff. I'm really happy with how well it's turning out so far. And let's do one other quick look now before the end of the night. We'll do a quick look. One more quick look, because I'd like to get up and stretch anyway. I'll turn the lights off and we'll have a look with the black light. Oh, turn that on. Oh, I love it. Thanks, Holly. Thanks, Marilyn. That looks so good. I'm so happy with it. I love that your autocorrect doesn't change shit to anything else. Your autocorrect actually gave you shit as an option. That takes years of dedication to train your autocorrect, my dear. That's fantastic. Makes me want to grab the glow-in-the-dark paints, right? Yeah, they're pretty freaking fun. Thank you, Sully. So that's the back. Oh yeah, it glows too. See, this is where the yellow paw print comes in great. But when the light's on, you can't see it. So that's exactly why Sue said, take those paw prints and put them right on the background. So I'm going to paint over that paw print with a different color, and I'll put some yellow ones on the background as kind of loose. It's neat looking at my table, though, because my table now has little flecks of paint all over it, so it looks like it glows in the dark. Okay. So let's keep on painting. Get a few more minutes in before we call it a night. Thanks, Rachel. I appreciate that very much. I'm pleased with it. So this is going to go up for auction in February. That'll be on my Facebook page. So if you want to make some popcorn and sit and watch the action with me, I will be there. Or if you want to bid on it, keep an eye on the Facebook. I will put it up everywhere. Like I'll put posts up everywhere saying when it's up for auction, but the Facebook page is definitely where this is going to go up for auction. Now I want the glow-in-the-dark paints, right? I got the van at Michael's a couple years ago. So keep an eye on Michael's for when all of their summer seasonal stuff comes out. because that's where I found it, was in the seasonal section a couple years ago. I'm kind of hoping that they come out with some campers. We were talking about that earlier. It would be really cute if there was like some little wooden campers, and so that'll be summer stuff. Which realistically, Easter stuff and spring stuff is out now at Michael's here anyway. So I don't imagine that it's going to be too much longer before that kind of stuff starts showing up again. Or showing up pretty consistently. I might have to come visit London. I think I should. That would be nice, wouldn't it? The auctional... I honestly have no... It's going to start at 120, I think. It'll probably start at 120 Canadian. Or maybe 100. I don't think I can start at less than 100. That's my thought anyway. And then let you guys fight it out from there. All right, I'm going to do at least one more row. Saving up $5 million, $15,000. $1 million. I would like to retire off the money I make from the van. Or just know that I am sitting pretty for a while. I'm kidding. I want someone to get it that enjoys it and to just feel good about the whole damn thing. That's the goal. All right. Let's do the dark blues. Sorry, this curve is throwing me a little bit, so bear with me one sec. Just around my dot size. Okay, now I gotta stand it up. I will finish this and then I'll come back to the comments and see what I've missed here. Nope. That's better. Okay. Once I finish this row, I'll come back because I know I've missed stuff that you guys have said. Tomorrow I'm going to be live from, I believe it's 3 till 5 on Instagram Eastern. And then I'll be back here on TikTok tomorrow night from 8 until 10 Eastern. Not staying up till midnight. A pretty safe bet anyway. Well, it could happen. It wouldn't surprise me, and it's a total possibility that after being live for a couple hours, I'll take a bit of a break and come back and maybe paint a little bit more too. So we'll see what happens there. I think that looks cute that way. All right, let me catch up. And $100 is a joke for the amount of hours. I know. I'm retired and I have 23 cents. If I can find another bus, I promise you, if I go in and find more of them, I will be buying more. For sure. May have to sell a member of the family. Everybody's got that cousin. You know, it's fine. I'm just kidding. Don't sell your family. Oh, wow. Thanks, guys. Thanks for all the love tonight. This is so sweet of you. Not that you don't give me that kind of love every night, but thank you, truly. Now, what the heck is going on over here? Oh, that's purple. That's why. I couldn't remember what colors I did that one. I'm going to do something similar up here. Right there. So around this one, I'm just going to do a couple rows. I'm going to do a red and a purple. Because not a ton of space, so I don't want to make that one too big. Actually, we might do purple. No, we're going to do red and then purple. So we're going to do red and then purple on this one. And then this one, going to be another one that's kind of the same. Doesn't have a, this one doesn't have a ton of space. So then we'll end up adding more stuff in the middle. I'm going to sneeze, sorry. Okay, it was just the one, sorry. Oh, the wheels do move. They do, they do. Bum, 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 bum. Where can I pick this up and not screw anything up? Thank you for the blessies and the blessed poos. I appreciate it. Patty, you're right. I can't have a live without at least one sneeze. Cute, eh? Yeah. If I can get my hands on more of these, I guarantee you I will be. The other thing I'm hoping I can get my hands on more of is teapots. I have some piggy banks to paint still too. Have to go back to those. Right? It does need oil. Thanks, Ty. I'm glad you guys like it. Thank you. All right, let's do one row. We might even be able to get both rows done on this orange dude. And then when we're live tomorrow, I will work on covering the yellow paw prints that we have on the white dots. I'm going to cover them with another color. And then we'll start filling in some of the other space on the bus. But we're very, 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 very close to being done. Very, very, very close. Oh, shit. If I'd stop putting my hand in paint. Bonehead. Maybe that should be my New Year's resolution. Slow down and pay attention. That would be a good resolution. Oh, thank you, Iklas. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Iklas. That's beautiful. Now I want to paint something with dot mandalas. I really love how that looks. Yes, go do it. Do it, Ty. Do it. Hey, Michelle and Andrew. How you guys doing? How's Costa Rica? I so need to sit down and binge some of your content and catch up. I feel so out of touch. But I hope you're doing good. That's another place one day. One day I'm going down to Costa Rica. To go and hang out with Michelle and Andrew. And they open their big retreat. They just wrote a book, you guys, about love, relationships, and autism. Andrew is autistic, And their whole TikTok has been talking about their relationship and different things, what they learn from each other and everything. So they wrote a book. Definitely go check it out if that's something that would be helpful for you. Oh, thank you for all the likes again, you guys. That's really fun. Really, really fun. And thank you for all of the gifts and just all of the love. Thank you. I say this every time, but the fact that you guys choose to spend your spare time here hanging out with me, it really means the world, and I want you to know how much I appreciate you. And you are the true motivation for my goals for next year's. I want to be reliable. I want to show up. I want to be consistent. I want to be here and really be here, because really being here means we get to create more together. We get to spend more time together, and we get to do a lot more fun shit. So thank you for just being such an incredible space as always while I flounder through trying to figure out what I'm doing, and giving me the advice and support that you guys do all of the time. It really, really means the absolute world. And I am super, super pumped for so many fun things. I have a few secret projects that I've been working on that I haven't shown anybody yet. I haven't posted them anywhere. So those will be starting to show their face soon, and I don't think I've ever been so proud of anything that I've made as these things. I can't wait to show you. The reason I haven't shown anybody yet is because I have no content. I have nothing to do with them. They're not finished yet. And completely selfishly, I want them to still be mine for a little bit. But I got ideas, and let me tell you, when you see it, I think you're gonna like it. So there's so much stuff on deck. Oh, I really like that one. That one I think is my favorite one now. That's really cute. All right, so I'll fix the blue dot that I stuck my hand in. We'll fix the yellow paw prints tomorrow. And then we've got some other blank space, and the front, the side, and the back. Of the paw prints, and then maybe filling in some other space. And then we're really going to be done. Then it's going to be touch-ups and varnish. It's entirely possible. We are still on the bus, Mark. This thing is taking fucking forever. But considering that the hurricane vase that we're also working on, I started 2 years ago, it's pretty good. I know I'm totally teasing on purpose. I'm totally doing it on purpose too. But I'm so excited. It's taken a lot of self-control to not show you guys this stuff yet. But I promise it'll be worth the wait. I promise. Yes, we definitely do, Cynthia. Let me know what your schedule's like next week, and we'll get something booked. You too, Rachel? And thank you for the finger heart, Cynthia. Thank you for the love. Guys, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I feel like this is so close to being done, and it feels wonderful. And so when this one is done, or if we need to set it aside to dry for a little bit before we can finish it, we're going to work on the hurricane vase, and then we're going to work on a new teapot. So lots and lots of fun stuff coming. I'm so glad that you were able to pop in, Chris. Thank you so much for coming in to say hello and for all the love. And all you guys, thank you so much for spending time here with me tonight. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to let me know. And like I said, I will be live 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern tomorrow on Instagram, and 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern back here on TikTok tomorrow night. So if I don't see you, if you are doing anything to celebrate the new year and celebrate New Year's Eve, please be safe, please take care of yourselves, and please have an absolute fucking blast celebrating. And if you're staying at home and just chilling and trying to kind of create some peace for yourself and be in a nice, quiet and peaceful space, I hope you enjoy the shit out of that too. Thank you guys so much, and I will look forward to seeing you again very, very soon. Take care of yourselves. Bye. See you in 2023. That's right. Take care of yourself, Rachel. Yeah, it'll be after midnight by tomorrow night. All right, guys. Love you to bits. We'll see you soon.